hundreds of years, the industrial world has fought the battle against friction. But petroleum products by themselves will never halt this continual assault on American industry and mechanized products. Heat and friction are continually winning out in the battle against attrition. It's time for a change.
Runs on machines. Power is what they need release. Energy release. To keep things running smooth. Fight friction too, they need release. Energy release.
Tech Incorporated has developed a product which, when introduced into existing lubricants, will reduce friction, decrease wear, and improve performance. Energy Release has been formulated to operate it under the most relentless conditions of heat and friction. In fact, these treacherous conditions actually bring Energy Release to its fullest performance. Through a unique molecular phenomenon, Energy Release actually changes the molecular structure of the outermost layers of the bearing surfaces, making them significantly harder and smoother. Conventional lubricants act like microscopic ball bearings suspended between two metal surfaces. As heat and pressure are applied, petroleum products lose their viscosity, and these tiny ball bearings actually break down, leaving metal surfaces unprotected. Energy Release modifies the first few microns of a metal surface, making it harder and thus able to withstand higher temperatures and friction without changing any of the working part tolerances. This activity is best observed through an experiment called the silver bullet test. The silver bullet test consists of a standard friction brake machine designed for comparison. This machine consists of a motor, a lubrication reservoir, and a scale attached to the fulcrum effect levers. The fulcrum effect creates a 26-to-1 mechanical advantage, or pressure, on a spinning Timken outer bearing race. A tapered roller bearing, coined the silver bullet, is attached to the fulcrum arm to create the friction source. Both bearing surfaces are approximately 63 Rockwell hardness. In the demonstration, a brand new roller bearing is inserted and the lubrication reservoir is filled with a top-grade motor oil. The motor is started, and the operator gradually pulls down on the scale to apply pressure. At approximately 7 pounds of pressure, the motor stalls out, leaving a deep scar on the silver bullet. Then, a small amount of Energy Release is added to the motor oil, and a new silver bullet is placed in the fulcrum lever. Again, approximately the same amount of pressure is applied, leaving only a tiny scar on the treated silver bullet. The oil reservoir is now removed from the machine, and again, a new silver bullet is inserted and exposed to the same conditions. Again, only a tiny scar. The oil is now drained from the reservoir and replaced with only fresh water and Energy Release. Even under these radical conditions, Energy Release comes through. Amazing, there's almost no wear. Energy release is not a lubricant. It's designed to work under heat and pressure. It does not contain moly, graphite, TFE, or other fortifiers. Energy release is non-toxic, non-flammable, and biodegradable. Energy release can be carried by motor oil, transmission fluid, gear lube, hydraulic fluids, and other liquid carriers. When you add energy release to your present lubricants, you're adding muscle to your machines. In test after test by leading consultants and scientists, energy release has